I think I'm first. I think I'm going to be on the pole at Darlington.
Spots are a little tight, but hey, we can do it.
It's hailing. There's the damage. I gotta be crazy letting her drive at Darlington. You're out there, baby. You ready? We're getting ready. We're getting ready to go up in the groove. Away, Rambo!
Yeah! Nice to meet you, Billy. I'm Terry.
I'm good, I got it all.
Okay.
You boys have been together for 54 years?
54 years?
Yeah.
I didn't think y'all was 54.
Oh, Dave.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, who?
These nuts.
Oh,
Yeah. Sorry, dude, you gotta drive for that guy. That's too bad. You gotta work for that dude. Go! Rick!
Now everyone trackside and the millions watching on TV, say those famous words with me. Driver! Stop your engine! We're about to put them under the green flag to get the Vendetta Jewels 200 tonight on a beautiful Friday evening here at Darlington Raceway. Here they come at a turn number 4.
Wow!
What a week. I don't even care if you don't like racing, but you have to at least once in your lifetime go to a NASCAR and camp the infield.
We did Darlington Raceway's throwback Too Tough to Tame weekend.
Yes.
And it was amazing, to say the least.
We had
a good time.
Yeah, we had a great time. We met a lot of new friends. We had a lot of fun. And we only ran into 2 Karens the whole time we were there.
Well, some people think we're Karens.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
We can't really throw that out there, but
I'm not a
okay.
Karen.
It's all good. You know, haters gonna hate, whatever.
So this was our first time doing infield camping at a NASCAR event. We've been to NASCAR races before, but never actually stayed there, right?
Right.
So
Tuesday we rolled into site, what, 1076 it was.
Yep. Yeah.
And you'll see those accommodations were a little tight for our liking.
Yeah, the spots on the infield, the main infield, they're only 15 by 30, and they're just not wide enough for today's rigs.
Right,
So
exactly. I think back in the day,
they were probably good.
Mm-hmm.
But that being said, the staff at Darlington was phenomenal, top notch, in helping us get something that would make us happy.
well, and with the accommodations being so tight, it really brought us closer together with a great couple, Danielle and Gary. They're Daytona season ticket holders, and they were in site 1074 next to us with a nice fifth wheel. And literally when she walked out of the fifth wheel there, she was right in our slide.
Yeah,
so
pretty much.
they decided to move on down to the east end on our first night. So she was gracious enough to let us buy her spot. So we had a double wide for the first night, which was great until
we got the hailstorms. The hailstorms came in, and we literally had about 3 inches of water laying in the field next to it, like all around us.
we thought the camper was going to tip
It
over.
was
Holy
bad.
cow.
I think it was a microburst, to be honest. And there's a pro tip. If you're going to go infield and you got a big RV, you know, small trailer's fine, but you need at least
Or a
the
fifth
spot
wheel.
next to you. And the problem is, if you want access to your roof, they literally back them butt to butt, like that close. So you'd
Side
have
to
trouble
side and
just
back to
getting
back.
up onto your
Yeah.
roof if you wanted to rooftop watch. I mean, it can be done, but it's a struggle.
We
So-
definitely recommend either buying the site behind you or next to you.
So we got squared away finally. We got the last spot down in the east wing. It was what, number 85?
Number
Down in
85.
the east side.
Yeah, we went down and
We called it the gated community.
it was the gated community.
And it really was pretty much affordable.
It was affordable.
for-
It was $450. Okay, so we'll back it up just a quick second. The First Avenue is where we first stayed, and that was $350 for the 6 nights of
6
camping,
nights, again,
which is
not too
very
bad.
reasonable. I mean, yeah, I don't think you can really beat that. So then to step it up to the east end into the gated asphalted community was an additional $100. It was $450 for those 6 nights.
Right. And that's just your camping now. If you want to go up in the stands, you can get general admission, I think, for $30 a seat.
Something along those
in that
lines. I don't
range.
remember. We ended up
We ended up buying seats because we didn't like the view from the roof. We could only see turns one and two. And we want to see the whole race, you know, so we upgraded and bought seats up top.
And we probably could have just done the general admission seats
could
in
have,
the bleachers,
yeah,
but Randy and I, we wanted to sit up higher and actually have a seat. Once we got all set up down in the east end, we went out and did a little sightseeing. We went over,
The east wing now, the east wing is...
East end.
East end, I'm sorry, I keep calling it the east wing. The east end is 20 by 50, which
sites.
Their sites are doable, and it's on asphalt, so...
And we should mention, too, they have water
They have
and
water and
electric.
which was kind of difficult to find on their website.
Yeah.
They didn't even have the east end on the website.
From what I gather, it's new this year.
Ah.
So I don't know how that can be.
And we did hear they're going to do a major upgrade for next year. But
Renovations.
I don't know what that involves.
Yeah, we don't have those details.
I'm hoping they do some widening to the sites so that it makes it doable.
Our point to the whole infield camping thing is it's very economical here at Darlington.
Yes.
Just to experience the whole thing. As I started to say, we went over to the NASCAR Museum,
Yep.
which was really cool. And we got to see the haulers come in.
Yep. The
Right?
truck haulers and the cup haulers and the Xfinity haulers.
Yeah.
So
I mean, just being there and watching the whole process was just really cool.
Seeing like the inner workings of what goes on, pretty amazing.
Right. Now, when we got there, when you stay infield, they give you, you know, like the weekend events. So one thing we did was charity laps.
Yeah.
So we donated $20 to the Hartsville American Legion.
Yep.
And got to take the Jeep out.
Do 3 laps on the track, which they only let you run about 70, a little around
70, 75, something like that.
And they let you go around 3 laps. We liked it so much, we went back in, paid another 20, and
we did.
Let Terry drive. I was feeling brave. So she got to do her laps.
It was one of the coolest experiences of my life.
Best $20 I ever spent.
Exactly. So. Yeah. If you get to do it or have the opportunity to do it, don't pass it up.
Yeah, don't. It's worth it. It gives you an inside look, really, to what the drivers are looking at when they're going around at 200 miles an hour. You can imagine that. So, just the whole thing. The banking and stuff in the corners, pretty neat. Yeah.
And to say that you were out on the track.
Yeah, it's worth it.
We drove the track.
Being, when was that built? 1950, that 1950, track? So it's one of the original NASCAR tracks, so it's got history, man.
Yep. So everybody has this big, I guess, vision that it's this huge party and it's, you know, off the chain.
Yeah, it was a cool party.
It was a cool party, and it was not off the chain by any means.
Now, maybe, you know, that all depends on the track sometimes. And
right,
all
that's
that,
what I was going to say.
This was a good party. It wasn't out of control. There was no out of control drunks. Well, that one Karen might have thought we were out of control.
But we weren't.
Nah.
No, we were just having a good time.
We kind of had
singing.
A street dance party breakout.
With that all being said, the weekend turns out to be more or less a big party, an event, I guess is what I want to say. It was Thursday they opened up the midway for the infield campers, and they had a throwback party. They had their own MC who does like live radio shows from the immediate area there in Florence. He was a character. And the kids had a blast. That went on for a couple hours. And then Friday we roll into, what was it? The truck series was at 1:30. The vendors opened up on the midway. So we went and got our track gear.
Yeah, we got track gear and our scanners.
That's
another pro tip. If you're going to go to a race, get the scanners. They're worth it.
It was nice though, because we were there without the crowds.
Yeah.
Being infield, another pro tip.
Yeah.
You know, when the vendors opened up, we were right there.
Went down.
We didn't have to wait to
Second
park.
person in line, grabbed their stuff, and got out.
And they had a lot of like driver interviews and photo ops.
A couple bands and stuff. The rain put a little damper on some things, but not too bad. They also, on Friday, they opened what they call a Joyride. It's free golf cart rides to get you around from the infield to the midway and the vendor trucks and all that stuff, because there is a lot of walking involved at this track.
Yeah, there was. But that was okay. We got our steps in.
Yeah, we did.
So Friday night, we got to watch the Dead On Tools 200 Friday Night Truck Series. I love watching the trucks run.
Yeah,
under the lights. It's just, you know, amazing, the speed, and it just gets you all exhilarated for the upcoming weekend, I think, you know. So that was really cool, and we did our own little party on Friday night, I guess, with our small group that we had blended, right? And that was a lot of fun. You know, I got to give a shout out to the people that we met.
Rambo.
I was going to go, you know, Danielle and Gary were our ring leaders per se. Site 1074 brought us all together. And then we had Larry and Jimmy.
We ran into Larry and Jimmy.
And then we met Rambo, who came to visit us, tucked in our site all by himself.
We found him lost. He was wandering around, and he somehow ran into our site, and we were all hanging out. So
he drew first blood.
Yes, he did. He drew first blood, and ended up hanging out the rest of the weekend.
It was a good time. Friends made that probably will last a lifetime, I would expect. Really good people there at the track, I have to say.
That group was sort of like the full-time RVer group. Like, most of the people were... I can't say I met anybody there that was not nice. And
No,
everybody
they
was
would
cool
do
and
anything
friendly.
for
and,
you.
Yeah. I
You know, Gary and Danielle, they lent us their
Yeah,
extension cord,
Yep, we
right?
needed an
So we could
extension.
move on over there.
So they let us use that. He didn't charge me either. He even made me a bracelet. So
yeah,
they do a lot for the
bling bling.
for law enforcement. So
Nice.
they make these bracelets. So
Let's see. So Saturday we did the truck haulers. The cup haulers came in.
couple others came in.
So we watched the Mahindra Roxor 200.
Xfinity guys.
Right, the Xfinity series.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
Right. That was a real good time. That was in the afternoon, and I guess afterwards they had the throwback parade. And there was rain threatening all throughout the race, but that held off until it was time for the parade.
Yeah.
But you're not going to rain on our parade. No way.
It tried.
It tried, and it rained, and we still had our Saturday night street party.
Yeah, we ended up hooking up with that MC. And
from the 80s throwback party.
Yeah, he's been the MC at the track for like 40 years.
40 years, yes, he has.
And you'll see him in the colorful pants.
Yeah, and he's a colorful gentleman.
He's kind of colorful guy, right?
Yeah.
But
so
we had a good time, and our street party broke out, man. People were just walking up and dancing and hanging out and drinking.
And that's what it's all about. That was Saturday night. Yeah.
So it didn't slow us down much.
It was a great way to, start wrapping up the weekend. Sunday we had the Cup Series.
The race, yep.
Which was cold.
Cold, yeah. The temperature dropped. I think the high was 62. And
no, 58 was all 58? It got to. Yeah.
But man, it was cold.
We had our Carhartts, gloves. I went back to, pro tip, you have your coach in the infield, you can go make your own hot chocolate.
And you can get your heavy coat.
Right. And a hat and gloves.
Whatever you need.
It was definitely a good time.
Yeah.
We really enjoyed the whole experience. Highly recommend it. If you can do it,
do it.
It was one of the best times we've had, right?
Yeah,
Since we've RV'd.
We're out after those 6 days, man. I needed a break. We're back in Tennessee right now till our next trip.
Yeah, and we have some fun coming up on this next weekend too.
Yeah, we're rolling out in another day.
A day or
back
two,
to another trip, and we'll do a video. That'll be the next video. So all in all, we'd highly recommend the race, going to Darlington especially. We had a great time. The people that run the track were very accommodating. We ended up getting, like, all those changes we made, ended up getting our money back on all the different changes. They didn't hold us to those original sites. They applied it to the new site, and everything was good. We had a great time, so
had a good
definitely
time.
Put it on your list. It was.
We enjoyed the Lady in Black.
Is that what
she's called?
Yeah. So it's a definite bucket list trip, to be honest.
The experience.
If you like it a little bit, racing, then go, because it's worth it. And that track's reasonable. Some of the other ones aren't so forgiving. That one is
financially.
Yeah. So. All right. So.
All right. We definitely give it a thumbs up.
Yep.
So if you've enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Please click subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring the bell so you get notifications, and we'll see you in our next video.